Once upon a time, a rainy day at night, in a department inhabited by a family that had left its place of origin in search of new experience and opportunities. This family consists of a couple of the newlyweds and a small child. The husband's name is Edward. He is the perfect man. He is 35 years old, tall, brown skin and pale white silk. He has a pair of blue eyes similar to the deep sea. With his voice, hypnotizes you, and with his words, he demonstrates that great eloquence that characterizes him. All are willing to be the impossible for him. The name of the wife is Ruby. She is 25 years old. She is a beautiful Cuban who has black hair and shining like a starry night. Her red lips resembling the carmine, and above all, her melodious voice and so sweet, but that with her words inject poison like a black widow.
And finally we have the lovely little one Bruce, inherited the beauty of his parents, especially his dead mother. Bruce, despite being only 5 years old, he had inherited all of Edward's intelligence, all of the living in the wow dynamic of quiet family life. But some that special life world change of October 31, 1989, at a quiet Halloween party that was about to begin in apartment 512. The family prepares to start welcoming their guests. I forgot to mention one more member of the family, the grandmother. The grandmother, despite her aging age, seemed to know the secret of the elixir of the eternal youth. Her wisdom filled the place of unheard of the people who listened to her, and like Mexican mother devotions on her family was infinite. Returning to story, it was just 8 o'clock when the bell of the apartment rings. Little Bruce listened to him and walked to work, the door taking smiling steps.
The child is about to open the door, but stopped remembering the words we always told them. Don't open the door to strangers.
Bruce then sighs. We. Is it? The person agrees. The door says that he's Charles, Bruce's father friend. Then Bruce opened the door. Bruce, hi Carlos. The food is on the table and the curtain in the kitchen next to Chinese food. Carlos says, thank you, champion. And where are your parents and grandmother? Bruce responds, my grandmother went to the store and my parents are the terrace. Come on. And then Carlos says, let's go, Bruce. Then Carlos arrived on the terrace and finds Edward telling a hard story. Carlos goes directly to the Edward and says, hello, friend. I see you train house. What is you could hide?
Edward says, oh, Ruby is up. It doesn't take long to go down. Do you want to go to the room for beer? Carlos, yes, but I'll go to the kitchen before. Edward, sure, you're at home. Carlos, thank you, bro. Isa was still not returning, and Edward needed the things Isa went to bed, when you suddenly hear that the door is wide. A cry was heard. Edward walks quietly to where his dear friend was to see what was happening. And it turned out that Bruce was the one who had shot as he had found Ruby lying in the puddle of blood next to the her table, where she used to come French every morning. Isa arrives just time as she begins to see a little fuss in the kitchen. Then Edward comes up to me and tells me, it's my fifth wife you killed, mother.